So here we are at the final part of the Moon Gundam build, all painted up, well, painted up. I use quotation fingers because if you've seen the other 3-part videos of the Moon Gundam, that there's like not a lot to paint on this guy, just a little bit, and that there was a lot of panel lining that I had to do. So for the painting, what I did was I painted the red here on the legs, the red on here, and the green here on the head. That one's a little bit, well, the green here, as you can see, is a little like bleeding through, but I've tried the best I could. Oh, and also I even painted in the yellow here for the psycho plates on both sides. And I also did a lot of panel lining on each one of these. And also, if you've seen the other parts, you may have already saw that this kit, as you've already saw in the other parts, has no stickers or poly caps that you have to put on this figure. And that's about all of the stuff that I did. And for articulation, head is on a ball joint. For the head itself, and the base of the neck is on a hinge joint. Oh, and one problem that I have for this kit is that the head comes off way too easy when you're moving his head. Ball joint at the shoulders, and they also have an like armpit joint here, and they can also move out on this joint here, and they can, well, they can move out on this joint here, but to move it, you have to move these out so that way these can move out. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. These do fall off way too easy, but I'll get to these when we get to the accessories. Ball joint at the hands. Waist is on a ball joint. And as for the skirts, the front skirts do move up. If you have these split individually instead of just one piece. Because if you've seen like part 2, this was one piece, but I splitted them so now they move independently. Side skirts can move out to about there, and the back skirt, if I can move this out of the way, can also move up. And his legs do move forward to about there, but also his hips can also shift down. To make his legs have more range. And I'm not sure if you can see it, but oh, there it is. There's that slider right there. Thigh swivel. And he does have a double jointed knees, and as you move them, these knee pieces here will move, and you can see some of the inner frame. And on the back of his legs, these like thrusters can move up. And you can also see that I painted in the little black right there. And as for the feet, these ankle guards can move up so that his feet can move up and down. And they also have an ankle pivot. And that's it. Now for the accessories. The hands that he comes with is the 2 open hands, two grabbing hands, and he has a trigger finger hand that allows you to hold his gun, as you can see here. And to have him hold the gun in this trigger finger hand, you would remove the fingers, then put the finger here into the trigger, then reattach his fingers, and there you go. And swapping out the hands is really easy. And as for the grabbing hands, these hands allow you to grab onto his beam saber, which the instructions is calling the beam tomahawk. Oh, and also the rifle is called the beam rifle. And where is his beam saber located at? It's located right here on his backpack, that you can remove out of here using this tip here in that hole right there. And you also get this beam effect part, that this hole here goes into that tab right there, which is a curved piece. And there you go. And to have him hold it, you would remove these things here. Put the beam saber through his hand here. Then reattach these. And there you go. And you can have him, well, you can swap out the hands to have him hold the beam saber. And what you just saw on the back of his arms, he also has these things that you can remove. And to do that, you would push on these, and that releases these. And you can fold these out. And you do get some beam effect parts for these on both of his arms underneath these. And that is these here. That you just tap these into these holes and these pegs here. So you can have these. And these are called the, like, butterfly edges, which is what the instructions are calling it. And you do get two of these. And you can still attach these onto the back of his arms with the beam effect parts out. So you can have that. And for the psycho plates here on the back, as you've already saw, you can attach this on the back of his backpack using these two armature things here. Like that. And this goes into this peg and these two holes here. But to attach these, you have to make sure that these two tiny pegs are lined up into either one of these notches around the holes on both sides here. And while we're talking about the armatures here, these have they can rotate here and move on this joint here, this joint here, and this joint here. And you do get a non-articulated armature here. That you can attach it to here if you don't want the articulated one. And this peg here on the non-articulated one that doesn't have those two tabs, but it still does attach to the holes. And while we're talking about the psycho plates here, what this can do is that you can extend these out just a little bit. And these can bend like this. If you have these extended out. And another thing that these can do is that you can separate these, fold these, fold this down and fold this up, and these can attach together using these holes here and these pegs here. So you can have that, and you can still attach it on his backpack. with the armatures here. And what these can do also is that you can take either, well, you can take either one of these two here on both sides. First, you gotta remove these here. And to remove these here, you just wanna, you wanna take this, slide it down, and then pull them out. Then you want to take this here and slide it up and pull it out. Well, I accidentally had it the wrong way. You're supposed to take these two here and remove them. And this is where we take this piece here, and you would attach it to here. Well, no, you're supposed to face it like this and attach it to here. And then you would, well, you gotta make sure that it's like this. And you can remove this here, and on the bottom here you can see there's a hole there which this peg will go into. And you can have like a shield thing, if you can call it. And the last thing that the Moon Gundam comes with is an included stand. And it has 3 joints, and that is this joint here, this joint here, and this joint here. And what you've already saw is that these here are locking points here. And these will help you lock this and this, into however order you want them to be in. And you also get these here, and you get 3 of these. You get a like mid-size one, a smaller one here, and a longer one here. And what these are is that these will help you adjust the arm into however you want it to be. And to attach these 2 bars here are going to go into either one of these grooves here. Oh, and you can attach the psycho plates onto here. And that is okay. You would take this piece here with the 2 tabs on both sides into either one of these notches on both sides. Attach it to here, and you would remove this peg and attach this to here, so you can have it like this. And to have him attached to the stand, you get this piece here that you would attach to the back of the Moon Gundam into this hole and this peg here. And then you would attach it to here, and there you go. So you can have them into some aerial poses. And that's about it. Oh, and you can store these inside here. I accidentally dropped one of his beam effect parts for his elbow. So, oh, one more thing about the stand. The stand also comes with this thing here that you can attach to the bottom here. And this allows you to clip it onto either one of the other stands for the other high-grade Gundam kits. So, I think that's about all of the things I've mentioned. So, that was the build review of the Moon Gundam. 4 parts. And if you like this 4-part video, give me a like, comment, and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.